Welcome to another Cooking on the Block, and I'm Chef Ellie Espo. You know, it's fall, autumn's here upon us, and the little nip in the air, and you know, all of a sudden I'm thinking soup, right? But you know, the Jersey corn is still coming into market, and it's delicious. So today we're going to do a Jersey corn chowder. And you know, I always thought that chowders were a soup that was made with seafood in it. Wrong. It's a soup made that has potatoes in it. So, you know, you have your clam chowder and you have seafood chowders, but they always contain potatoes. Lucky for me, I'm Irish, okay? So I got the potatoes going here today. So, in my soup pot, you know, I got the carrots, I got the celery, I got the onions, right? And that's all really good and getting caramelized with the olive oil and a little butter. Now I'm going to add just a few tablespoons of flour, because, you know, this soup has a little bit of milk in it and a lot of nice chicken broth, so this is going to help thicken it a little bit. You don't want it real liquidy. So we're also going to add a pinch of cayenne pepper, okay, and another nice ingredient. I have some smoked chorizo, okay, and I'm going to put that in here so it can render out a little bit, but I'm going to save the rest of it because I'm going to crisp it up and we're going to garnish the top of our soup with that. So I'm going to put that to the side. I have some aromatics now, and I have my thyme leaves, okay? You get that all in there. Soups are so easy. As long as you have all your ingredients ready to go, you're cool. So I have some jalapeno, too, for a little kick, okay? And that's just one jalapeno, and I diced it up nice and small. Then we have some red pepper, yellow bell pepper, okay, diced pretty small, okay, throwing that in there. Give it a stir. It's smelling good already from the chorizo, okay. Then I'm going to throw my potatoes in, and then it's 4 potatoes diced, and these are Jersey potatoes, okay. Then I have my beautiful, delicious corn off the cob. Throw that in there. Okay, so a lot of throwing in the pot. I like that. All right, now we're going to season it up with some sea salt. Okay, generous amount of cracked black pepper. Okay, and I know you're wondering, why are the cobs still on the counter? Well, we're going to throw them into the stock. I know. What is she thinking, Ellen, you got me crazy? No, all the flavor is going to come off the cob. You know how like a pineapple near the core is the sweetest? It's the same deal going on here. Then we'll remove them, you know, before you finish our soup. Okay, now I'm going to add some chicken stock, okay, and some cold water. And we're going to let this baby just simmer away, okay? And I want to add one last thing. I have some nice fresh cilantro. I'm going to throw that in here. I'm going to save some for the garnish also with the chorizo. Okay, now let's throw our cobs in. Look at that. It's going to give it a lot of corn flavor. Okay, now, before I take a little break, I want to accompany this. I want to have a little bread thing with it, okay, a little carb. I want to make cheddar corn muffins, and when we come back, I'll show you how we'll put that together, and while that's simmering away, we can pop our muffins in the oven. It's going to be great. Okay, in front of me for our corn cheddar muffins, we're going to add some melted butter into 4 eggs, and I have a stick of melted butter. Okay, now all the increments, you know, for the recipe will be on the website, so don't worry about, we'll have it all exact for you. So we're going to add our buttermilk, okay. We have some scallions. Okay, now these are a savory muffin, and I have a combination of cheeses. I have a pepper jack cheese, which is Monterey Jack with a little bit of the hot pepper in it, and I also have some really sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to put that right into my dry ingredients, which include baking powder, baking soda, cornmeal, and all-purpose flour and salt. Okay, then we're going to add our corn to the wet, and that's going to add just about a cup. I'm going to throw the rest of the corn in my soup. Don't waste. Alrighty. Okay. I'm just going to give this a quick mix. Alrighty, and then we're just going to add it to our dry ingredients. I know, this is too easy, isn't it? Okay. Now, I'm going to mix these really well. I'm going to scoop them in my muffin tin. See, I got them all ready to roll. And when we come back, we're going to have chowder and we're going to have muffins. How cool is that? Okay, I'm all set up for my presentation. I rendered out the chorizo, okay, because this is going to go on the top of our soup, okay? Alrighty. And now we're going to fish out our cobs, okay? Got all the good corn flavor. And the soup got a little really nice thickness on its own from the potatoes and a little bit of the flour that we added in the beginning. Okay, it smells amazing. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm going to add a little bit of milk, whole milk. You can add cream, but I don't think it needs the cream. This is just sort of going to make it a little creamy without adding cream, okay? And I think that did it. And you know what? I did taste it before for salt, but we're going to add a little cool embellishment on the top. So, now, look at my muffins. Amazing, right? Oh, they smell excellent. See how nice and brown they got? And you could see the corn kernels right in there, right? With a little bit of the scallion. Serve this with some butter. Oh, baby, you're good to go. All right, now, let's plate up our delicious soup. Okay, the potatoes. See the carrots? All the different colored peppers. Look how pretty, huh? You could serve this for a dinner party in pretty bowls with your muffins on the side. The chorizo, I'm telling you, you should try to use it. If not, if you like a more of a salty thing, you could use bacon. Like a hickory smoked bacon would be delicious. Okay, I think that's enough soup now. Let me put this back on the stove. We got more in the pot here for our friends because you know what? This is cooking on the block and it's going across the street. They love me. All right, now I have a hickory smoked sea salt and we're just gonna give it a little crown of glory there and put our crispy chorizo on the top. Let's do a little sprig of cilantro since we have that in there already. We'll put it to the side like that. And Aunt, I want you to get a good close-up of that. Doesn't that look amazing? Okay, my friends, that was another Cooking on the Block, and I'm Chef Ellie Espo. Buon appetito.